Heavenhi too. So I hope everyone has been doing well. I know it's been such a long time since I made a video, but today I want to come and show you guys something that I'm working on. So I want to start. Well, first of all, I'm sure you all know at this point because I've shared a bit of it on my social media and also here on YouTube. That obviously I homeschool. So we're a homeschool family. So I want to start showing you guys more of like my process of how I put together like activities and worksheets and things of that nature, like how I organize everything. I want to show you guys more of my process. And right now, I'm actually working on some reusable worksheets, and I want to show you guys what that looks like. So yeah, once I show you guys what it looks like, and kind of like explain them a little bit, I'm going to then come back and I have something else that I want to talk to you about. So yeah, let me show you guys what I'm working on now. So like I said, I'm working on some reusable worksheets. So these are math worksheets. So here you can see crab. This is like basic addition. So these are like crabs, starfish, penguin, things like that. And yeah, it's just basic addition. So as reusable worksheets, I'm going to print all of these out, and once I print them out, I'm going to get them laminated. So we can just use the reusable markers, and then you can just write the total that he gets. So do the math and then write it out. Do the math and then write it out. Write the number, and with the reusable marker, and then just erase it when he's done. The same thing with these animals. Just do the math, write it out, and then erase. Same thing there. And then this one, just do the math, like count what's there, count the airplane, count the train, count the trucks, Bajaj. So these are going to be tracing worksheets. So for the tracing worksheets, I'm going to, well, first of all, let me say this. Our kids do not speak English. Our family, we don't speak English normally. Like maybe again amongst the adults, we may speak English from time to time. But generally speaking, we don't speak English. We speak SeeGold. It's a Khoisan click language. So that's what our children speak. That's what they know. That's their first language. Now, everything that they learn, they're homeschooled, and then obviously on a day-to-day basis, they speak SeeGold. So when we write in SeeGold, the numbers, letters, and everything is SeeGold. Now, so for these tracing worksheets, I'm going to have to write it out, do the dotted lines, the dotted numbers myself, and then get it. That's before I get it laminated. So then I'm going to laminate it, and that's what he's going to be tracing from what I write there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the second page, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, so on and so forth. So these worksheets are actually really good because, wait. So yeah, I was saying these worksheets are actually very, like the reusables are so, it's a go-to for me because it gives me like, obviously it's learning, they're learning activities, and then it's also something to give him, keep him occupied and keep him learning maybe while I'm doing something. Like right now I'm working on the sheets, and then I'm also recording a video. Right now he's just playing. That's what you guys just heard. But yeah, he's just playing, having like some free time, also having like a little snack. So yeah, those worksheets are actually really good. And then also when we're traveling and stuff, like we're on the road or whatever the case may be, anytime that we can, like there's an opening, you can just use these reusable sheets, and yeah, they just don't get old. So yeah, and then also, because these ones, like I said, they don't know English. Our children don't know English, so obviously that's why I don't have like write your name and like English and stuff like that on there. I can put it on there, but it's going to be in SeeGold, so there's no point in just having like typing it on here, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. Like I really enjoy doing these things, and a lot of time, I actually, before we got our own printer, I would make stuff like this and then go to like the print shop and get it printed out. But now we have a printer, so sometimes I may go to the print shop or whatever the case if I have to. But for now, maybe sometimes I use my own printer. So that's actually really cool too. Yeah, sometimes if I don't make them on the computer, I actually will write these things out, like draw it out myself. I actually do that a lot. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the best. Like, I can't really draw that well. So it can look a little bit messy. It still gets the job done, but it can look a little messy. I kind of like how clean this looks. But that's just me. You can draw these things out. I said I draw them out sometimes. Um, but yeah, I really enjoy this. So yeah, another thing that I also want to say. So yeah, something else that's really exciting is, like I said, I really enjoy doing these things. So I just decided why not create them, but make them so that you guys can get it as well. I know I'm most of the people that I connect with, that I talk to or link with, they also are into homeschooling. Even if they don't homeschool, you know, just being a mother or a caregiver in general, you have to have activities and then learning activities and things like that for your little ones. So I just decided why not make these things available for you guys as well. So on my coffee shop, I just released, or I just uploaded a coloring book or a set of coloring pages, and it's African animals but with the alphabet. So there's 26 coloring pages, African animals A through Z. Um, Wild animals, animals that are native to Africa, things that you won't find anywhere else but in Africa. So, so yeah, like I said, I just released that on my coffee shop, and that's actually very fun for me to make. And I look forward to like making so much more. Also, like these sheets that you see here, like these reusables, just regular worksheets, I'm gonna be making those as well. Because I'm doing these things and I actually really enjoy it, and I actually connect, or I've linked with, connected with many other mothers, caregivers, whether you homeschool or not, these things are actually very useful, and I know you guys are looking at them, you do them yourself. Those of you don't really have the time, or you're not really, that's just not your thing to like make these, but you're always online searching for them. I decided why not just make these things available on my coffee shop. Yeah, that's something that I really want to come in here and talk to you guys about. There will be so much more things. So these type of worksheets that I just showed you guys, they can be reusable. You can just reprint them. Obviously, they won't look exactly like the ones I'm making for our kids because, like I said, our kids don't speak English. But the rest of them that I make available will be in English, so they may be a little bit more I guess they'll just look like, a standard worksheet, but I'm really into our kids knowing about where they come from, the environment that they're in. So more African things, I guess is what you call Afrocentric or African centered, as far as nature and then the food and things of that such, like more African centered. I think that's really important because that's that's where we are. That's what we see in our life on a day-to-day basis. At any given moment, we'll see wild animals, baboons, hippos, rhinos. Like we've seen all of these things in real life. So our kids really love these animals and things like that. So before I start rambling, I really want to come and show you guys that. Oh, that's my point. That was my point. Making these worksheets, not just these worksheets, like I said, they're not going to look exactly the same, but they will be available in English. So yeah, math, um, English, like writing, tracing, pre-writing, things of that nature, and then yeah, writing, math, pre-writing, language arts, things of that such. Even science, maybe art, just whatever you know. I'll just make it available, and then you guys can go and check it out for yourself. Coloring books, all types of things, and then also obviously that's for the children, but also like organizational things for like the moms, like what daily planner, because that's also something I'll be showing you guys that soon. How I organize, stay organized for the entire school year, how I put together curriculum, how I section things off, how I plan the week, like the days, the weeks, months. So I'll explain all of that. I'll explain all of that, like how I plan for the entire year, how I structure it, how I stay organized. I write those things out as well. Some of it I type, but then as far as like the daily planning, the daily or the weekly planning and what we did, what we covered, I wrote that out, and I actually did not really like that too much. I'm thinking of changing it, maybe incorporating some writing, but then also doing just making the planner like on Canva, like right now, what you see. So I can just print those out and just write it out. I'm thinking about it. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I get all of that together. And one thing I do love about homeschool is because it's just up to you, what works for your family, your schedules, your routines. You can always tweak your routines, tweak your schedule as long as it's something that is effective and is not detrimental to yourself, to the children, how they learn, how they pick up on things. And yeah, I'm also going to share more of like the activities other than the worksheets, because I do use worksheets and like him to be able to sit and things like that. But my child, he's very like active, and a lot of kids are like that. So maybe you'll see that on like my Instagram and stuff. But a lot of the activities that have been very effective have been the things where he's not just sitting down and doing it. He's very active. He likes to run and jump, and he likes to do all this kind of things. So incorporating those kind of activities, making those things a learning experience has been very effective. So I will also be sharing more of that. I just want to share more of like how we go about this homeschooling thing, and how it can be enjoyable for us as the parents, how it can be enjoyable for the children, and also effective. And one thing that I do want to say before I close this video out though is I enjoy this, but I'm gonna be honest, as far as like the record keeping, I love record keeping, but that part, I'm gonna be honest, it's not 100% necessary, I feel personally. But during this time, I think it is necessary, or is required, simply because you have to render unto Caesar. I really enjoy like the record keeping part of homeschooling, because I really just like keeping track with what we learned, what we are about to learn, what we can work on, what we can improve on, what he learned fast. Like the whole assessment part, I actually really enjoy that. So that's also another thing that I'll make available, is like the assessment sheets. I'll make some assessment sheets. All of these things I kind of wrote it out. Like the first year of homeschool, like preschool. That was really just like a test run for me, kind of, because I was getting like the hang of it, and now I kind of see what worked and what didn't, what I could keep up with and what I couldn't. So now I'm just kind of restructuring it, and yeah, so I'm gonna be sharing more about that, sharing more of that with you guys. But yeah, like I was saying, like I really enjoy the record keeping part, because yeah, we can just keep track on what we're doing, what we did do, what we can improve on, and things of that nature. And then also, you have to render unto Caesar, because homeschooling is a very popular thing now, but there are like laws and regulations, and people look at you crazy, government people will report you, all kind of stuff happen when you homeschool. So if you just keep the record, you have proof that they are learning, that they are becoming far more competent and aware and developing properly through your records. I feel like that is so it's beneficial, because then just render unto Caesar and let Caesar going by his business. But yeah, anyways, that's what I wanted to show you guys in this video. Like I said, I just uploaded a coloring book, a set of coloring pages to my coffee shop. The link is gonna be in the description box. And yeah, I really look forward to sharing more of what I enjoy with you guys. I hope that it really can be beneficial to whoever comes across it. So yeah, until next time, bye bye. Bye bye.